Well, firstly, I'm very happy everyone made weight, and so we've got a show tomorrow. Really excited about that, and the intensity's there. The boys weren't holding back. I think they're ready to roll. They're ready to roll.
And Tony said that Tszyu looks nervous. What are your thoughts on that?
I think Tim's probably more nervous about holding back what he really wants to do. I think he's one guy who's been chomping at the bit to get in the ring and get it done. It's been a long time for him. Tim likes to fight 4 times a year, so for him to nearly go 12 months without a fight, man, he's itching to get back in. So, he's like a dog being held back from the kill.
Yeah, I actually thought Tim looked fairly relaxed, to be honest. And physically, how did you think he looked?
I think he looks great. I think he looks in really good condition, and I think when you look back at some of his old fights, it sort of reminds you how far he's come now and how good he looks now from where he was at only a few years ago. He's really put in the work and stepped up his training, stepped up his sparring, and stepped up everything to the point where he's a primed athlete.
How much of a risk is this for you and No Limit to be fighting a risky fight like Tony Harrison? What's the risk there for you guys?
It's risking everything. It's risking everything. You've got a mandatory route to undisputed, and taking a fight like this is putting all of that on the line. So it's putting the mandatory route to undisputed on the line by taking this fight. And he wanted to fight. He wanted to be active. Like I said, he likes to fight 4 times a year. So waiting, a long time for a fight is not in his nature. It's not in our nature. We love watching Timmy fight. So if we can put on the fights, we'll put them on. And he could have taken an easier fight, but I think a fight against Tony Harrison, a win against Tony Harrison, is the best preparation for an undisputed shot against Charlo.
Now let's talk the undercard. Some good fights on there. Paulo Acuso, Marnie, big names on there. Isaac Hardman. What are your thoughts on the undercard?
I think you'd be very hard pressed to pick a fight of the night out of all of those fights. I think most of them are genuine 50-50 matchups that I think both guys have got a really good chance of winning. And the result of each fight is big for each guy involved. A win for Paulo is massive for him on the world stage. Like to knock off Gonzalez, the monster, who is a monster, is big. That win is huge for Paulo. Sammy Goodman wants that world stage. He wants them world-class opportunities. Fighting a former world champion, beating a former world champion is big for him. And then we've got the great domestic matchups in Hardman and Murdoch, Marnie and Mazudia. Both of them matchups. They're the top guys in the divisions in Australia. So we've got the top guys fighting the top guys, and I'm grateful that we can put that on. It should be an absolute cracker, and let's see how it turns out.
Thanks, George.
Thank you.